let's go, we got to get out. And all we could smell was the smoke, and you couldn't even walk out the door without not being able to breathe. It was so thick. The smoke was horrible.
Residents of the Maison Blanc apartment complex waking up to the smell of smoke around 4 o'clock this morning.
Now at least 28 people are without a home, and the Red Cross is stepping in to help. Let's recap the facts first. The call came in around 3:45 a.m. at the 2800 block of Sales Boulevard, quickly upgraded to a 3-alarm fire with at least 30 firefighters working that scene. Officials say the fire was contained to the west side of the complex. Many residents and Abilene police officers going door to door to make sure everyone was out of the building. Tonight, our Mercedes Hernandez joins us in studio and continues our 360 coverage.
Thank you, Kathleen and David. The first day of recovery is done now for those impacted by today's fire. It's been an all-day ordeal that sadly won't be over anytime soon. However, the Key City is stepping up once again to help neighbors after tragedy. It was a long day for Abilene firefighters and for the residents of the Mason Blanch apartments.
That sounded like a tire pop, so I looked out and we could see smoke coming out of the porch, and that's probably 8 minutes before they started evacuating people.
Andrew Emmert made 4 trips into his apartment, saving what he could from the flames. Thankful he got out safe.
And we got lucky.
And as the sun rose Wednesday morning, so did Helping Hands, reaching out to help victims recover. The American Red Cross was on scene about 1 hour after the fire was called in, giving the displaced small comforts as they watched their homes go up in smoke.
We started handing out blankets and coffee and water and snacks.
Carrie Hannigan with the Red Cross says this is exactly what she and other volunteers are here to do.
People they're stunned, they're kind of lost, and we're able to give that comfort and help guide them through this process.
Augusta Realtors is the company that manages the impacted apartments. They also vowed to help the victims of Wednesday's fire.
We're going to work today to rehome the residents who have been misplaced.
Richard Fuentes is one of the investigators trying to find out just how the fire started.
It's still undetermined at this time.
And as he and his teammates look for the cause, they urge everyone to be cautious and take note of fire-preventing measures in their own homes.
Luckily, the person that the fire started in his apartment, he was awake. That's not usually the case.
The Abilene Fire Department, of course, recommends that everyone check their smoke detectors regularly and keep careful watch over things like space heaters and candles. In studio, Mercedes Hernandez, KRBC, Abilene's local news. Back to you.
Now going in depth for you tonight, we look at house fire statistics. According to the American Red Cross, on average, 7 people die every day from a home fire. 36 people suffer injuries as a result of house fire, and over $7 billion in property damage occurs every year.
Now, this fire prompted us to take a look at major fires in the Key City within the past 10 years. Tonight, we're digging deeper for you, starting in 2003 with the 2121 apartment fire. This case left about 70 families homeless after a man tossed a lit marijuana cigar into a trash hauling trailer. No one was injured, but Christopher Leha was sentenced to 20 years in prison for starting that fire. In February of 2012, the 105-year-old Matera paper building completely destroyed in a fire. The historic building at the corner of Oak and South First burned to a hole in the ground. Next, the Warwick apartment fire in July of 2017 on the 2400 block of Arrowhead Drive in South Abilene. A devastating fire leaving 21 people without a home and tragically killing a 4-year-old boy, Liam Hardy. Liam's mother, Ashley, suffering 2nd and 3rd degree burns on 80% of her body. His 9-year-old brother, Aiden, also injured in that fire. Investigators believe that fire was accidental. Many witnesses say they heard an explosion, but investigators believe the explosion occurred after the fire had already started and was a byproduct of the intense heat and flames. Finally, the Abilene Reporter News fire in November of 2018. The building was one of the oldest businesses in downtown Abilene, established in June of 1881. The 2-alarm fire rolled electrical.
Tonight, we're still waiting to find out the cause of the Maison Blanc apartment fire.
But we do know damages are estimated at around $325,000. Luckily, no injuries in today's fire. But be sure to download the BCH2Go mobile app as we work to bring you the very latest.